Welcome to Aaron and Jessica. I'm Aaron, and go ahead and take care of some business here. Go ahead and hit that bell for notifications. Hit that like and follow and subscribe buttons, um, and make sure that you comment, share, all that kind of stuff with this. Um, and sorry that you've just got me, but Jessica and I are going on a stay-at-home date this weekend. We plan on eating plenty of popcorn and watching some movies and basically just vegging. It's been a rough year, and we're going to take a little bit of time to ourselves this weekend, watch some TV, which I rarely do. Uh, so it's going to be kind of fun. So I'm trying to marathon these videos and get them done so that we can have our time by the time she gets off work this afternoon. Um, and so I've already recorded two videos already, which was Scent and Warmer of the Month for October, and also what's coming. And we've got some fun stuff coming up on the 13th. We got three collections coming on the 13th and one on the 20th. And I'm excited about them. So make sure that you watch those videos and look out for them, and get in line and get your stuff while you can, because all of it is while supplies last. Now, what I'm talking about this time on this video is our monthly club featuring the Whiff Box. Now, we get our Whiff Box half price because if your club is $60 or more, you get one half price item. So we always choose our Whiff Box as the half price item. So we get it for $17.50. Normally it's $35. So it's really exciting. So let's see what we have as far as our bars in our club for this month. Now, because I was doing this myself, I made some notes because there's nothing worse than digging through stuff on the online, in my opinion, on our videos. So I went ahead and spent the time and dug it all out and wrote it all down. Got it all typed up and printed off, and makes for me, although it makes a lot of noise, for me it makes for a better. I'm an organized kind of person. I love organization. Um, and I know that's weird coming from a guy, right? But I really do. So let's. The first thing we're going to talk about in our club is the wildflowers and wild horses collection that's still available. The 5 bars of it: the Wild Mountain Sky, um, Wildflowers and Sage, Saddle Up, Silver Spur, and Whiskey River. Now, I'm not sniffing any of these because we have, if you've watched any of our videos, you know we've done that like 4 or 5 different times. But I will say that while this is still available, you should add this collection. I mean, you have to get it in 5 separate bars because it don't look like an actual collection. But get these 5 bars in your club, because in our opinion, that's mine and Jessica's opinion, that this is perhaps one of the best all-around scent collections that Scentsy has made in the years that we've been involved. Granted, it's only been 2 years, year and a half, something like that, that we've been consultants with Scentsy. But we've been purchasing since a little before that. But this is by far the best collection that we have come across. That, like, everything in it was good. So I'm excited about it. I hope you are. But that's 5 of our bars in our club. We have that in our monthly club. Excuse me while I take myself a little sip of coffee here. All right. So again, I didn't do any scent notes on any of those because we've discussed those till we're done looking at them. If you know what I mean. Okay. So our next one is going to be Shrek, which is a bar that is currently available in a collection. Now, we didn't get the collection, but we did want the bar. So we added it to our monthly club. And that way we get a bar at a discounted rate. If you get 6 or more added to it, plus it saves on the shipping because your club, to ship your club, is $8 and per bar it's 10, right? I mean, per order it's 10. So it automatically makes it better. So this is Shrek Fairy Tale Ogre. That's the bar. That's the label. And that's the bar. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is fantastic. You can smell some apple. It just smells green. Great scent. Great scent. Um, and the scent notes for this are grassy greens reveal layers of appetizing apple and fresh floral notes. I don't know how this is going to warm, but I can't wait to try it. It smells fantastic. And again, this is our second sniffs. Actually, about third or fourth on this one. Um, because as we discussed in our last thing, it's just a lot more fun doing second sniffs, and that way we got time to look at, because that actually comes in to play on one of these other bars. This one, Disney Warm Gingerbread Wishes. This bar, okay, pretty looking bar. But I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first sniffed it the first time, I I really wish I'd had a video on because I'm pretty sure I gagged. Because I didn't like it. I really didn't. I didn't like it at all. Um, but the more I've smelled it, the more it's just not that bad. It's just not that bad. Um, what changed in it? I don't know. It just did. It's just really good. It really is. Um, I mean, you can definitely smell the cinnamon and the gingerbread. I guess maybe because I've never really been a gingerbread type person. Haven't ever really liked gingerbread, so maybe that has a lot to do with it. I don't know, but I really haven't. Um, but it's actually not bad. And like I said, you get the thought of the second sniffs, because when I first sniffed it, I didn't like it. I thought it was horrible. But the longer I sniff it, and the more I sniff it, the better I like it. So sometimes we have to think about that. That's why we do second sniffs, because sometimes our first impression isn't the real impression, isn't the impression that we really want to stick with. So that's why it's very important, in my opinion. That's why we do second sniffs, so that you get an actual time, like we've had time, not only, because when you get your delivery, it's either been cold or it's really hot. So it doesn't really have it doesn't settle. And if you give it time to settle, then you get a second sniff of it, and it's amazing the difference that it has. All right, so then the next one is going to be Disney The Haunted Mansion Ring the Bell. Now this is part of the Haunted Mansion collection, and here's here is the cover, and that's the wax. It's a pretty little. I would call it blue, but I'm sure my wife would call it periwinkle or some crap like that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's actually quite good. It has a kind of a clean scent to it, in my opinion, but it's really, really good. Um, and the scent notes for this one Oh, you know what? I didn't tell you what the gingerbread wishes one was, did I? All right, so the Disney warm gingerbread wishes are sugared cinnamon, sweet clove, and a warm nutmeg reminisce over heartwarming holiday traditions. So it is a very good scent. But this one, Disney, the Haunted Mansion, Ring the Bell, is dark pomegranate reaches out from regions beyond to materialize with warm cedar wood and a hint of oud. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I like it. It's actually a very good scent. I like it very much so. Um, it's just really good. Um, and again, it's $7 on our website. I can get it on the club. It's 640, I believe. All right, so now the next one that was in our club, this one, I'm going to skip this, and there's a reason for that. So you'll just have to stay tuned to our next to another video uh, to get my thoughts on this one. But this was also in our monthly club, um, so we'll get that one later. All right, so cinnamon pine cones is the next one. I'm also going to skip this one, half s'more pumpkin, because it is the scent of the month, and we've already talked about that one. So I'm not going to talk about that one. That was another one that was in our club. And then we have cinnamon pine cones. All right, now cinnamon pine cones. Mm. Now, see, I thought this was a returning scent, but looking it up, it wasn't. I don't remember this one from last year. We must have skipped it. But dang, it is pure cinnamon and pure pine cone mixed perfectly together. And it makes a great scent. I love it and am happy to have it. And that's the bar. And the cinnamon pine cones is in the woods category. Couldn't imagine why. Can't imagine at all. Okay. So it's the warm scent of sparkling pine cones adorns festive fir, balsam branches, and a classic hint of sweet cinnamon stick. It is a great scent. How we missed it last year, I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm kind of mad about it. I'm going just a little bit. Um, how I don't know how we missed it last year. I'm quite upset that we did because I like it. It's perfectly for. I, I've got hair sticking out on the side of my head. At least I feel like I do. Doesn't look like I do. Maybe it's just the curtain behind me. I don't know. Um, I mean, I could just be going crazy. I don't know. But no, I'm just kidding. Um, I just feel like I've got stuff hanging outside of my head. That's why I keep rubbing my head. It's not a tick. It feels like I've got, it looks like I've got the way it's looking behind me. It looks like I got stuff hanging off the side of my head. Um, it's in the woods and it's in the catalog. And again, it's the warm scent of sparkling pine cones adorns festive fir balsam branches and a classic hint of sweet cinnamon stick. Great scent. Great scent. And then we have Moonlight Whisper. It's a Harvest Collection. It's part of the Harvest Collection, and it is a great scent. Mm. Okay, so it's that, and it's kind of it's a brown label, but kind of a maroon wax, but it's really good. We wanted a couple extras of it, so we got added it to our monthly club. And it's vanilla bean and sweet bourbon weave softly through a dark forest of white oak. Sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Um, Vanilla bean and sweet bourbon weave softly through a dark forest of white oak, moonlight whisper. And that's part of the Harvest collection. Still available. Make sure you get it because it's a great scent too. To me, it goes a little on the light side, but it depending on the layout of your home, it probably would work really well in like a bedroom, bathroom, office type environment. Maybe not so much for a large space unless you use a couple of bars of it, but it's actually pretty good. So then the last bar that we had in our club is Frights and Delights. Okay. And it was the September scent of the month. And the notes for it are spooky caramel woods, cloak an exquisite elixir of golden rum and maple syrup. Now, you may notice if you go back through our things that we did not do a scent and warmer of the month for September. And a lot of that has to do with the fact we just didn't really want the warmer. It was three skulls stacked on top of each other. Kind of cute looking, but not our decor. I'm too old to be thinking about skulls. I'm going to be one for too long. So we kind of avoided that one. But Frights and Delights. Now it's pretty. It's got a pretty brown label, pretty brown wax, and it smells really good. Really good. Yeah. So the wax, the scent was really good. Just didn't really want the warmer, and so we chose not to purchase it last month. And I'm not upset by that because I work awfully hard for my money, so I have to be very selective about the things that I do get. Um, Not because I don't like all of it, but there are some things that I'd rather have over that. And having a warmer that I probably wouldn't use that often or even set out just didn't go into that line. You know what I mean? So now that we've gone through all the scents of the month that we had in our monthly club, let's do the Whiff Box. And this month, the Whiff Box is kind of a shorter Whiff Box, right? But it's got some goodies in it. First of all, you'll notice when you open it that it'll have a little note to you from Cincy. And that's the front of it, okay? And that says, "Making spirits bright." Isn't that adorable? That's a cute little card. And it says, "You don't have to wait until December to enjoy some holiday cheer with festive scents and exclusive mini warmer. Your October Whiff Box has everything you need to kick off the most wonderful time of the year." So I wonder what we got going on, huh? But in your Whiff Box for the month of October, you get a brochure, the 2025 Holiday Collection brochure. And inside that, this is what the front of it looks like. Inside, it's got the entire collection. Okay. So you get this. So that's in your club. And then you get a large cotton cleanup 5-pack. Now, if you haven't used these to clean out wax out your warmer, they do the job quickly, efficiently, effectively, and handle it quite well. But you have that in your thing. And then you have a room spray wrapped in lights. Now, last year, this was one of the 5 bars last year, um, one of the 5 bricks. And so this year, they brought it back in a room spray and bars too, I think. And then it also comes with 2 bars, 2 wax bars. One is called Snowberry. Now, this is in our club, our quarterly club, because we love it. Mm, it has a pine scent, and it smells so good. Snowberry is a luscious blend of loganberry, strawberry, peppermint, and zesty cinnamon. Now, you get a little bit of all of it, but I definitely get the scent of pine in there. Love that. That is such, and it's a pretty, and again, if you've watched this at all, you know this is kind of the kind of Jessica's thing. You have that color bar or label in this color bar, so it has the different colors on it. Jessica loves that. And then we have a scent called Cocoa Cashmere. And I believe that is the November scent of the month. I have no notes on what it is. Oh, mm, 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 mm. Oh, it's great. It just has, it smells like a warm, it smells like a cool evening around a campfire, around a fire. It really does. And then, if you remember last year, if you watched our November Club of the Month last year, we got a Santa Claus mini warmer, right? You remember that? Well, this year we get Toasty Top Hat. Look how cute. Look at how cute. He's a mini warmer. Let's see what we got here, okay? Oh, Lord. This little hat's metal. Yeah. I just tried to close the box. Y'all didn't see that. Oh, my goodness. He's downright adorable. He really, really is. All right. So, like most warmers, most mini warmers, this, the dish, it's in the top of him. Okay. So, look how cute. Look at that. Okay. Then you put his little hat on his head. Now, you can buy a tabletop stand and you put him on there and he lights up and he just stands on a table. Okay. But now, how they come is they come with a base like this. I won't take it out of the plastic. And you put him on there and tighten him down like this. And then you plug him in to the wall and he stands in your plug. Okay. That's how a mini warmer works. But like I said, they are available. There are stands available that you can stand him on a table. And they have two different types of stands. So make sure you get the right one, glass and then uh, ceramic. And 10 watts. This is a little 10-watt warmer. Cute. Is he not adorable? Especially when you put this on there. How adorable is that? So that's what we have. That is the Whiff Box for October. Get yours now. It is October the 10th. It's not too late. And you don't, and things can change, can be sold out, and they may not offer it again. So get it while it's available. Okay. And don't forget to hit that like, follow, subscribe buttons, hit that bell so that you get notifications of when Jessica and I release videos. And we will talk to you all later. Bye.